up, everybody? Welcome back to another video, and today I've got something super cool. I am going to be going through my old survival Let's Play maps with you guys today. So here we are. This is my first survival world. Now, before I get into this, I want to quickly thank the two people that helped make this possible, xDarkAbsolute and Batache_public. I am not pronouncing that right. But yeah, these are the two guys that helped me not only convert these maps, but also they had to port them too, which was kind of crazy. So thank you to both of those guys. Much love to them. Yeah, so this is what it looks like when you open up this world. I'll have the download links for these worlds in the description below if you guys would like to check them out as well. But yeah, and I think I'm gonna switch this to creative so I can fly around, and this is my first Let's Play world. Let's jump in. Oh, the moment of truth. Okay, so the world is generating. Let's take a peek, and oh my goodness. Oh, this is crazy. So, my first Let's Play. Now, ignore all of the land out there. That's annoying. I'm gonna turn down the render distance. Nah, I'll just leave it. You can ignore it. It's out there. That's the infinite world. That's the infinite beyond. When I made this, obviously, world sizes were tiny. You can see each end of the map. That's how small it was. I remember when you used to make maps, you had to find the right seed because some seeds didn't have all the biomes in it. Some seeds you could never get sand because it didn't have a river or a desert. So yeah, this is that throwback. Let's take a look at the original house, which is right here. Oh man. So walking up this staircase, this was like the main area, I guess. Over here was my storage room. There were no chests in the game, so I stored things in furnaces, which I can't even open. That's so weird. All of this, these are stone cutters too. No, these might be furnaces. I don't know. I don't think stone cutters existed at this point. I'm not too sure, but this is how I sorted everything. So this was the stone section. This was the wool and miscellaneous section. This was dirt and gravel. This was the wooden blocks. This was, these are the logs. Oh, that's so cool. So that's that. Over here, I had a cactus farm, which I thought was super cool, and I had furnaces back here. What's down there? I don't think anything was down there. So yeah, that's that. Oh man. Back here, this was the living quarters. Over here is where I had, my mob spawner, and it still works. And if I break that block, yes, water comes out. So that was how I got the mob drops to flow to me. Oh, that's awesome. Over here was the kitchen. Here was a closet. I never actually decorated it. We also had an upstairs, and I really like the upstairs of this house. Look at that. This is pretty cool for back then. We had a balcony. Oh, baby, we had a balcony. We had bookcases. We also had hidden rooms. This was hidden by a painting. I don't know what happened to it. I think this was just, yes, this was just a spawner area where I could check out the spawner. You guys can see this is what the spawner looks like. Pretty cool. And on the other side of the room, we had a hidden room that I never actually finished. So that was that. Yeah, that's, I guess, everything. Also, I have this ladder next to my house that goes all the way up to this platform, and it would give you a nice view. You could not see this far, though. I don't think you could see the lighthouse with the render distance that they had back in the day, so that's kind of funny. We can move on and take a look down here. This is my mine. Now, this is back when there were absolutely no caves in Minecraft. None. There was none. So you had to go all the way to the lowest level, and then I had to make strip mines. And as you can tell, I made a lot of strip mines. I made them to the end of the map each way. No, I started going this way, didn't end up finishing, but this way, I made it to the end of the map. And as you can tell, I have a lot of strip mines. Holy cow. Look at that. And then also, I had a second floor as well. Look at this. I had a second floor of strip mines. This is insane. And if you noticed, I never actually mined the redstone, and that's because I was leaving it because redstone dust wasn't added in the game. The ore was in the game, but you couldn't get the dust, and it didn't do anything. Yeah, so this is a flower garden. That's it. It's just a flower garden. Over here is the farmhouse. This is really cool. I don't know where any of the blocks went. I'm sure I had blocks. They may have just gotten corrupted. No. Chests are invisible. So some of these rooms are going to look empty, although there were chests in other blocks. Yeah. So they kind of corrupted in a way because of how old it is. Here's my small wheat farm. Over here's my small sugarcane farm. Wow. Is there water under? Yes, there is water. That's cool. Over here is the well. Now this is cool because it actually has a hidden room underneath. Now I don't know what happened to the hidden room, but there should be a floor block here. And then this also leads all the way over to my house once again. And if we come over this way, you'll see this is my mushroom farm. Oh, and I always ended up having creepers spawn here. So I made this little window so I could check to make sure there are no mobs before I went in to harvest the mushrooms. Oh, that's so funny. And then this over here leads back up to the first floor of my house. This was like a basement. This is the basement in the house. Oh, that's awesome. Here was the first famous JFM tower. I made these in all of my Let's Play worlds. And if we take a look, this one is very simple compared to the ones I ended up doing later on, but there we go. And there's another one over there as well. So we continue walking along this pathway here. We should come up to, yes, something to the left here. Oh, my bad, missed a tree. So this was like my barbecue area. I had a barbecue over here, the chairs, which we didn't have signs at the time, so I had to use trapdoors for the side, and they look like they messed up. They're pointing the wrong direction now. Back here was, I guess, the bar where you'd get the food or something like that. And then over here, I thought this was so cool. I had like a serene little area with a pond. Oh, man. This is so funny to look back on how much things have changed. Moving along down the walkway, I have a barracks up there, or a barracks. I don't know how you pronounce it. My little brother always gets on me. We have a gazebo over here. Oh, man. I want to check out the barracks. This is where you'd keep military soldiers, I guess. I based it off of what they look like in a game called Age of Empires. If anyone's played that, the little command desk here. Everything is so lame in this world, man. Because there were no decoration blocks. You didn't have paintings. You couldn't decorate it all. I'm sure I could have done better than this, but I mean, you really didn't have many options. And then over here, this is like my archer range. So I had targets downrange. I had a makeshift wall. Oh, this is awesome. This is awesome. Then we go over here. That is another JFM tower, which is the same as last time, so I don't have to check what that's all about. Over here is my melon farm, which is pretty cool. Super stoked when they added melons. Here is my little beach house, which I thought was so cool that it was over the water, but it looks so bad. Oh, man. I tried to use sand because I thought, you know, I haven't made a house out of sand yet. Decided to use birch. It didn't work well at all. I thought it did. Over here is my sheep farm. You could tell it was sheep because of the way it looks. And we didn't have fence gates. So at the time, you had to jump up and over using this. And you could actually climb that. I guess you can't anymore, but you could climb that back in the day. Down here is where I farmed a lot of my sand, which is kind of crazy. And that was before sand fell. So now this would all mess up, which, oh, something tragic happened over there that we'll talk about later. Anyways, this is the swimming pool. Man, this is awesome. Yeah, so we had umbrellas, beach chairs, and a huge desk back there, the cabana area. You could buy snacks and things. Over here was a blacksmith. This is probably my best build on the world, I think. It's actually pretty nice. I would build something similar to this now. It's got like this second layer to it. All of my interiors are so bad. My goodness. And the buildings are too, I guess. Over here we had our what is this called? Lighthouse, that's the word. Interior, pretty lame as always. And then you could climb up, and I shirked on the ladders and only put them every other block because you could climb this back in the day. And this is what the inside of the lighthouse looked like. This is awesome. Moving on a little further, we had the windmill, which I thought was really cool, and it's not too bad, but there's really nothing about it. It's kind of bad, but it was cool at the time for sure. It was really cool. So there was that. We also didn't have tall grass back then. Jeez, that's why this looks so funky. Here was a basketball court with a little bleacher set up. Pretty bad. Over here is where I ended up slowing down and eventually the construction stopped. I have a huge wheat farm, which used to cause so much lag, and now it's just nothing. And then over here, I started a bank, but that was it. And obviously the Frosty Wood sign there. My nether reactor for when I had to build a nether reactor, they made a huge, ugly structure, so I built it as far away as possible, as you could tell. So that's that. I don't know why I have like 7 beds over here. Not sure what that's about either. Is the core still in here? Oh, it was in there. That's awesome. And then there's one last thing I think I need to show you. Yeah, this sandcastle. This thing I think was the reason I stopped recording this series. At this point, oh man, at this point, okay, so what I did was I made an awesome sandcastle. It was really cool. I made it out of sand and sandstone, and I really liked it. I really liked this design. It kind of reminded me of like a Mario castle in a way. It was really cool. I definitely digged it. And then there was an update to the game that added gravity to sand and gravel. I accidentally broke one of these blocks, it updated, and everything fell. Because I basically, to build this sandcastle, to afford all of the sand, I just dug underneath a few blocks and just dug out the sand that was under this stuff. And then they added the update where it would fall, and I broke a block on accident, or a creeper blew up, everything updated, and the whole place fell down, and I just gave up on this world. So yeah, that is my first, that's my first world. What is this? Oh, this is what I used to bring sheep. You used to have to use tunnels to bring sheep, and you'd have to push them because they wouldn't follow crops. Oh man, that's throwback. So yeah, this is season 1. This is my Let's Play World season 1. Let's go on to my next season and check it out. Yup, this is it. So this was really fun, and the reason is, this was a ported world. It was made because, first off, MCPE didn't have jungles at the time, so I got a world ported that had a jungle, which was really cool, but it was obviously made out of regular wood because there were no jungles in the game, there were no jungle blocks, so that is that. And again, ignore everything around here. This was a non-infinite world, so that's that. Also, there were no villages in the game, so what I did was I had the map maker add a village so I could have a village to explore, which is so funny thinking back about that. Also, there was a snow biome, which was cool because my world before did not have snow in it, so that was cool to have. Also, I got a desert temple. So basically what I did is I had a map maker port me a map that had cool features like a desert temple. It had this area over here that I could explore. It also had a jungle temple too, which is funny because these weren't in the game either. It was just ported in the map I played. So this is back when we did not have features and exploring was not exciting at all. So I had a map maker make me a better survival map, and that's exactly what happened. Now, there were no traps in this because there were no pistons or anything, but it was still pretty cool. And he had to put the rewards in furnaces because there were no chests. I think at some point, though, I did have chests in this world. I could be wrong, though. But, yeah, so let's go ahead and take a peek at what I built in this thing. This one was really cool. I really liked it. Now, this isn't my last download. I think I had a later download than this that would have been a little bit better to see. I know I had a dock over there, and I had a pretty big basement, but I guess we can't see it now. But this is what I had. I had a walkway back there that went to a basement, which was pretty cool. Yeah, wow, this is awesome. So I had this walkway going over here. Let's see. I had a tower here that didn't end up making it in the download. There was a nether portal back here. Yeah, I also had a farm back here. This is definitely not the latest world, which is a little bit of a bummer. Over here, I had a farm, which I think I was gonna keep sheep in or something. Yeah, because I was trying to get grass to grow up here, and it never did. It never did. Oh, that was funny. Also down here, yes, okay, so over here I had a dock. And then this was a wheat farm, and then I think eventually I had a little bit of a treehouse thing going, but that never really went anywhere. I made this custom waterfall, which was cool, and that's it. That's really all I did in this survival world. There was a little bit more done, but this is the world I played in. Yeah. Oh, also another thing that was really cool is this was ported before there were caves in the game, and this map actually had caves in it. Because it was not a genuinely generated map. This was made for me, so it did have caves. If I can find any, Oh, yeah, here's one. So, yeah, this was before caves. And here they are, a cave in my world. Very, very cool. So yeah, that is that. And I think I'm going to end the video here. Reason being is because I want to go ahead and prepare the other maps better and make sure that they're actually proper. And also, this video has been very long. So, if you're still interested and want to see more, just let me know. I will not hesitate. I'll be able to show you guys our Season 3 and 4. This is Season 1 and 2. I'm on 5 right now. So I still have 2 more seasons I could show you guys and tour and reminisce with you, if you'd like. Let me know if that is the case. If not, that's fine. I'll talk to you all later. And as always, stay frosty, my friends. Peace, guys. See ya. Bye-bye.